Hi, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update of everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. My name's Whack Whack Attack, and first I'd like to give you an update of what happened yesterday. So yesterday I made a poll on trading about whether people will be running censoring MOV boost relays or not, and the results were around 66% in favor of running those on their nodes, and about 33% of people saying that they won't be running censoring MEV boost relays on their node. So I was quite surprised by that. Another thing was Coinbase launched CBETH, which is a wrapped staked ETH token, a liquid staked ETH token, kind of like our ETH. That's trading at a 5% discount right now. And on Coinbase, you can actually get it at around a 10% discount from the spot ETH price. So that might be something that you could take a risk on if you think that Coinbase is good for it, which I think they are. So that might be something interesting for you to do, because you could get up to like 2 to 2.5 years worth of staking rewards if you catch one of those wicks down to those lower levels. Marceau shared a tweet about liquid staking tokens and comparing them, and about how Rocket Pool is the most decentralized and trustless. There was an official ETH announcement, Ethereum Foundation announcement about the merge, and Joe teased Smartnode Stack version 1.6, which is the merge ready version. So that's a good place for us to start right now, because Joe actually pushed 1.6.0 to production. So it said this is a red letter day because we've just released version 1.6.0 of the Smartnode Stack. This version has complete support for the merge, which is expected between the 10th and 20th of September, depending on network hash rate. And that number is from the Ethereum Foundation blog that was released yesterday. At the moment, it's on track for September 14th or September 15th. So Joe adds a warning that this is a very high priority update for all users. For node operators, this is a mandatory update. Otherwise, your node will go bust pretty much. So update ASAP. Redstone is launching on August 29th. So if you want Redstone support, you'll have to update before that if you're still on version 1.4.x or lower. So my node is on 1.5.1, I think. So I'm going to be updating to 1.6 today to make sure that everything's in place for the merge. So Joe goes on to give you some information about what this includes. So it has Besu, Geth, Nethermind, Lighthouse, Nimbus, Prism, Teku, MEV Boost, and Prometheus all ready for the merge. Teku now supports 4-bot clients. MEV Boost has added to mainnet, but the rules have changed slightly from what was expected before, which I talked about a few times this last week. So it's now optional to opt in for the time being due to the current ecosystem. Enabling it can be done in Rocket Pool Service Config SC in the TUI. Oh yeah, okay, in the TUI, and then it ships with the default. Does not currently ship with the default relay on mainnet. So I think that will be made available in the next couple of weeks. I think Joe's already hinting at there being a version 1.6.1 with last minute changes to client softwares and stuff. So there's also the graffiti wall writer, and also a terminal difficulty override setting in the Smartnode Stack, just in case there's shenanigans with miners and the hash rate needs to be the required hash rate needs to be changed, the total terminal difficulty needs to be changed. Then there's a manual override where you can just paste a new number into that to make sure that you're in the right spot for the merge. Also there's a lot more in there, so you can go to the page for the GitHub page for the version, and you can see what's going on. Maverick wrote this post on the DAO forum about Index Coop, who are working on a diversified staked ETH index token. So you basically buy one token that represents 3 different staked ETH tokens. Those staked ETH tokens are RETH, STETH, and SETH2. So that is the LSD, the tokens from Stakewise, Rocket Pool, and Lido. And they use a bunch of different metrics to give weight to how much of each protocol they want to use. And the Rocket Pool token the RETH token is at 44.11%. So it's just heavily in favor of that token. So it says over here, a thorough overview of this index token product will be shared within the week, with early October launch targeted. They wanted to see if you had any appetite for providing RPL incentives at launch. So the Index Coop team reached out to Maverick and asked if we wanted to incentivize this. So this discussion happened on trading mostly, but I think the community thought that this was basically, here we have a reply, and it kind of mirrors what's happening in the rest of the community, where people said that this is great and we're happy that it's happening. However, we should be offering incentives elsewhere, as they will be more impactful. So that's kind of where the community stands right now. Over here as well, Risker says, however, we have very limited funds compared to other mentioned protocols from which to offer incentives. Our priority has to focus on those limited funds in the most effective manner to maximize our ETH liquidity, especially ETH side liquidity, in order to facilitate the unstaking of our ETH at a fair rate. I believe offering incentives for a diversified basket of staked ETH derivatives at this point in time would be an inefficient way to do this. So this really does mirror the position of what I saw happening in trading yesterday. So it's good that these discussions are taking place, and it's great that these products are being released, but maybe, with our limited funds for funding, it might not be the best thing for us to incentivize right now. That actually is a nice segue to our next point, which I made a comment yesterday in trading last night. I said I just wish we were talking about adoption for Rocket Pool in the last few months, and Rocket Pool's kind of been keeping pace with tier 1 exchanges over the last few months as a percentage of growth of what we have. So I made a comment. I just said I wish it was a bit faster. The Optimism tokens, the ones that they'll be using to provide liquidity on the Optimism layer 2, will be wonderful for a push. I think it's so great that the timing for that is overlapped with the merge. So Marceau replied by saying they're coming in later than we thought. They were supposed to be coming on September 1st. He says it's likely to be post-merge now. So he goes on to explain that the delay was only confirmed yesterday evening, and the Optimism protocol needs a couple of weeks to get everything to coordinate, and that, this is a very new issue, but hopefully we'll get it sorted as soon as possible. However, Marceau went on to say that we should have our own Rocket Pool RPL incentive program starting early in the month, and that's going to be a really big deal. So that was really great to hear that we'll be having that stuff coming. And then finally, I had this comment from VanCaspel, who gave me a warning about publicizing the rocket fuel. And they said, thanks for making the daily updates. Quick warning though, your Reddit account could be shadow banned quickly by Reddit wide mods, not the Rocket Pool submods, if you keep posting your own content with this frequency. Happened to me before. Check out their rules about self-promotion. And then they go on to say, linking in comments in the daily thread or asking others to post every now and then is safer. So I don't think I've been shadow banned yet because I'm still getting upvotes. But then I went on to say something about how that's a good idea. So I think I'm going to change my approach going forward about how I publicize rocket fuel on Reddit. So what I'll do is I'll make one post a week on the front page to say that, this week's episodes of Rocket Fuel will be within that link, and then I'll paste the link every day as a new post within that. So I'll probably start that from today, and then going forward it'll be every Monday or every Sunday I'll make an update and then go forward from there. So that was a really great warning, and I don't want to get shadow banned on Reddit because I've been using it for a while and I'm an active member of the our ETH finance community, which I really love, and it'll be a real shame if I had to undo that. So that's everything for today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Let me just, yeah, bye.